What is up, everybody? I hope you all are doing great and making some positive changes. Don't forget, I want to hear about what you are doing and how things are going. So I hope to hear from you tonight, okay? Leave a comment. Let's continue with, I married a narcissist. Now what? Tonight, let's reference a story that kind of tells about human nature. The story of Adam and Eve. Immediately, when Adam and Eve ate of the tree of knowledge, okay, let's pause right there. That's their way of saying, self-absorption's a pretty good way to go. I think I'll do it. I want to be in control. I want to have the mind of God. Immediately, they go into that kind of space, and when God calls them out, they're over in the bushes hiding. Do you remember that? We refer to narcissists as living behind the false self. Adam and Eve were very busy in that moment constructing their false self. Okay, it wasn't my fault. It was that woman's fault. Blaming, shaming, and as a result, one of the things that goes along with narcissism is just straight up dishonesty and blame shifting and victim shaming. So it's from the very get-go, it's a twisted, unhealthy way to engage with other individuals. If someone is truly a narcissist, they don't tend to see people as people. They tend to see people as objects. For example, like our cell phone. Everyone has cell phones. I have a great cell phone. I love it. It does everything I want it to do, and as long as it does what I want it to do, we're good. Now, if it doesn't do what I want it to do, I'm gonna go buy a new cell phone. So, when a woman meets a narcissist, and he's looking for her attention and affection, and he's love bombing her, it can go very well. It can actually be the most romantic, positive relationship she's ever had. Like, oh my gosh, I have found my soulmate, and she becomes very intoxicated by this love. I'm so into you, but it's like that person with the new cell phone. They are so into that new cell phone as well. And as long, again, that you can get that adoration back, or you get the cell phone to do what you want, the relationship can actually function fairly well. It's when the cell phone or the woman says, no, or I don't like that, or what about me? That's when things start getting really dicey. Women often come to a realization, and let's say that there is now an expectation that, wait a minute, I should be treated with dignity. I should have a mutual relationship, and what I have right now is not mutual. It is only okay as long as I do what he wants me to do and be what he wants me to be. They feel like that they're in over their heads, and they start to go to a therapist for help, and they start to realize, holy cow, this is bad news. This is really bad news. This is worse news than I thought. There were stars in her eyes and everything looked good, but then conflict happens. And at the point of conflict, that's where the issues come and become very real, very quickly. When she wants to be treated with respect and dignity, and she wants her thoughts to be recognized and so on. It's like the frog in the boiling water. Do you remember that? You don't notice that this is happening because, and especially in early love or in an early relationship, I think women are groomed by feminine culture as well as even the church to accommodate their man, that we are to do and stand behind them no matter what. So you all try to submit, you try to accommodate. So it's a kind of falseness on both sides in some ways, because maybe a woman, even in her dating relationship, isn't really being true to her own feelings or true to herself or even true to him, because she has been taught you have to defer, you have to submit, you have to accommodate, you go along with your man. So she's not authentically coming to her full self. So there are all these dynamics that come into it. But once again, she begins to, hey, I would like to go back to school, and I would like to use some of our family money to do that. But see, that takes his time away from him. Often when a woman gets pregnant, domestic violence episode can actually happen, because now her attention is geared on her body and on her baby, and it's not all about him, and he becomes very threatened by that. It's a wake-up call for her that, oh my gosh, where am I? Am I in hell? Wherever she is. But I'm not where I thought I was. I thought I was trying to do everything according to script. I thought I was being a good Christian wife. I thought I was doing what God wanted me to do. All I did was, I didn't even say no. I just wanted something of my own, whether it's a baby, getting a job, or even going back to school. And all of a sudden, it's like World War III in the house, and she doesn't know what happened. We're going to stop here for tonight. It's so important that we really pay attention to all of this. Did tonight sound familiar? Can you relate? What have you done about your situation? Or what are you thinking? Be strong. You got this. Be encouraged.